Today I'd like to talk to you about the power that Christ has to deliver you from a graveyard situation. In Mark chapter 5, Jesus steps off of a boat, and on the other side of, in this area where he was, he sees a man who is bound by an unclean spirit. And that spirit is driving this man to physically abuse himself, to remain in a solitary place, just roaming around the cemetery. And obviously this man, being in this condition, will eventually kill himself. A few things jump out to us as we read this. One, the unclean spirit is the force driving him to do things and to be in this condition. And number two, the unclean spirit in him possesses a great amount of strength. There is no one strong enough to contain him. There is no one who is wise enough to persuade him. And there is no one who is compassionate enough to approach him in this condition. Sometimes we find ourselves in this same situation. We go off into a solitary place and separate ourselves from everyone, and we turn towards drinking ourselves out of our situation because it's easy to forget about things when you're drunk. We turn towards away from family and friends and give in to loneliness and depression and maybe even overeating. And what's similar to the man who was bound, we end up staying in that place for such a long time, and there was no one who was able to remove us. And just like the man who was bound by the unclean spirit, we as well face killing ourselves if we're not delivered or set free. What's special about the passage, this particular passage, is Jesus goes over to the other side of the lake. And if you notice, this man with the unclean spirit didn't go to Christ and say, Christ, I just want to call you, let you know I'm here, abusing myself, please come help me. We didn't read that in scripture. We just read that he goes to the other side and he sees him there and he rescues him with the power that he has, which no one else possesses. So why is that good news? Well, that tells me and lets me know that no matter where I am, in a graveyard situation or a depression or just stuck in a place where I can't seem to get free, and including yourself, it's possible that Christ is going to send someone to deliver me from that place I'm in. It's possible that God has someone already on the way. There's a word that is possibly headed your way to reach you where you are. There's a friend or somebody you don't even know that may speak life into you and revive a place or an area in your life that feels dead right now. And I'm believing that if you are there, that with that belief, you being a child of God, that help is on the way. Help is on the way.